been terrific throughout the regular season, showing they may be just the team to beat in the postseason.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the three. And for the Thunder, SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. And it's Hartenstein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. We could be in for an explosive scoring game tonight, Legs, with two high-octane offenses facing off.
Yeah, and that's the modern NBA right there, B.A. The skill level as good as it's ever been. More high-level shot takers and makers on the floor at once.
All right, let's see what unfolds here.
Here we go.
Now here's SGA. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, he's a big guy, but he's also very athletic. Hartenstein playing well above the rim.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Six on the shot clock. Gets some space and buries the jumper.
And yeah, Randall is absolutely a threat from in between. Something that D has to recognize and adjust accordingly.
Pass to Holmgren. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. He was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
They were able to pull out a win last time because their bench came up big. It's so important to have depth on your roster.
And a credit to their front office. They wanted a more complete team, and that's exactly what we saw in that one.
Now here's Wallace. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Dort's shot is good.
Not afraid to shoot. Dort has become more confident in his jumper, and you see why.
Here's Edwards, following the three by Oklahoma City. Gobert with a screen on Holmgren. Here's Randall. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
The shot by Dort, no good. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 3. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Tim, watching Chet Holmgren, he brings a lot to the table.
Well, absolutely, Brian. He's got a wingspan of 7.5 feet, but still has touch from deep. It's really something to marvel at. Chet is redefining what a stretch big can be in the NBA.
That free throw good from Holmgren. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Quick look here at some of the numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back. Out
to the right wing. Outside, DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Holmgren. And here's Hartenstein. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now, his first miss. Edwards looking it over. Picked by Gobert. Launches it. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. This one for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Shot is good by Edwards.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 27 points his last game. Pass to Wallace. Hartenstein a screen. Fires the 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Outside, DiVincenzo. Now Edwards. And here's Randall. He's covered by Holmgren. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Superior strength on display. Randall just refusing to let the defense slow him down there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Hard legs for teams gearing up for a playoff push. This is the time of year when you want to be clicking on all cylinders.
And you notice that difference in intensity immediately after the All-Star break because teams are starting to ramp it up, getting ready for the playoffs.
Players seem to know when they've got the kind of team that can make a deep run.
Oh, everybody in that locker room can sense it.
And Minnesota with possession here. Following the bucket by the Thunder. Here's Edwards. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. DiVincenzo with a steal. Here's Edwards. And he dunks it down.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. So it's Oklahoma City now. They trail by 1. Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. Now here's SGA. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Here's Edwards, following the bucket by Oklahoma City, and they pick up 2. Edwards has got 11 points.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. Wallace. They grab their own miss. Outside, SGA. Shot clock at 5. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Shea had him guessing on that dribble move. The defender was absolutely lost trying to stay with him.
Here's Randall. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in the game. McDaniels against Dort. Holmgren, the pass to Wallace. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
Tries the 9-footer. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And that's now 7 points for Julius Randle.
Letting Randle get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
SGA passes to Wallace. Holmgren outside. Outside, SGA. Lets a floater go. Yep, that one goes. SGA's gotten his third basket of the night.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Really struggled in the loss against Orlando.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Wallace, right side. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Holmgren's got 7.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Edwards for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Thunder with a lead. Down low. And the big finish by Holmgren.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Edwards. 11 points in the game. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Cason Wallace.
And Edwards' teammates encourage him to be aggressive because when he is, he forces the defense's hand.
First free throw is good. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
A line change here for Oklahoma City. Second free throw, no good.
And to be a superstar in this league, you need more than talent. Personality, confidence are keys too. And we know Anthony Edwards has loads of both.
Here's McCain. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Reed passes to Edwards. Ingles from outside. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
If you do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Here's Joe. Fires in the triple.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And Edwards slams it in.
The tenacity from Edwards. I mean, I love when he attacks the basket like that.
Edwards has got 6 of 9 to go so far from the floor. Pass to McCain. Williams, a screen on Conley. And here is Williams. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Conley. Yet to see a basket. Here's Reed. They set the pick for 3. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Reed.
Just a smart offensive player. Conley is aware of when he should look to rise and fire. Woo, I love it.
Pass to Joe. 3-pointer. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Ingles passes to Edwards. From the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the middle. Here's Williams. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Oh, got a piece of it. Wing shot on the way. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Jalen Williams. Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
For Minnesota, Nas Reed at the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
And he drops it first. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Holmgren's checked in. And then for Minnesota, Randall, he's checked in for Ingles. And it's Highland in for Edwards. And so Reed nails them both. So it's Oklahoma City now. Now McCain. 9 points for him in his last game. Takes the 3. Unable to get that one. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
Isaiah Joe is out there with Jared McCain. Then it's Jalen Williams. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Wiggins in at small forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Now here's Conley, covered by Joe. The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
The wily veteran drawing contact from the defender. Hard to outsmart Mr. Conley.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist numbers.
Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true, like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
Now here's McCain, still without a bucket. Clock at 6. Back to Joe. Let's go with a 3. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Reed. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Wiggins looking around. Pass to Williams. Sinks that one from the post. Williams has got 7.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Conley, a screen on Holmgren. Randall against Holmgren. And that one's good. 9 points in the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Oklahoma City shooting their second and third shots at the line here. No good on that one.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, Chet Holmgren with all of that length. Look at how high his release point is at the line.
Randall inside. Holmgren's there. Randall inside. He's covered by Holmgren. And the basket by Highland.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Pass to Holmgren. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Sinks the tray.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. For the Thunder, Williams is checked in for Williams. And Topic is subbed in for McCain. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Phillips is checked in. And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Well, let's give their opponent some credit for sensing that and putting them away. They were completely dominated.
Thunder trail by 5. Outside, Williams. Pass to Topic. Holmgren with a screen on Highland. Now here's Holmgren. Fires from deep. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the three right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player.
Now here's Highland. 9 points for him in his last game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Reed against Holmgren. The three. The rebound by Phillips. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. And here's Highland. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. 6 to shoot. Randall deciding where to go with it. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Randall's got 11 points.
Yeah, pretty lefty shot by Randall. I just love a good teardrop.
Reed against Holmgren. Topic for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
To the right side. Sumu outside. There's the triple. The rebound by Wiggins. Oklahoma City trailing. Talk about a guy who's really broken out. How about Aaron Wiggins, Tim?
Well, BA, he certainly has. He's the former 55th pick in 2021. And you look at the versatility on both ends. He can shoot it, drive it, and defends multiple positions.
Now here's Reed. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Topic, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Randall outside. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Joe. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Now here's Highland. And here's Dosunmu. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, BA. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
And he makes a first. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Dort comes in for Wiggins. Wallace, he's checked in for Joe. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Topic. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Phillips. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Highland. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
Dort outside. Hartenstein finds SGA. From deep, Holmgren. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. SGA's got his 3rd assist of the night. Right side, Edwards. Randall with it. He's got 11. There's the 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Thunder leading by 3. Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Randall. Outside McDaniels. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
A relentless offensive rebounder. Randall simply does not give up on the boards.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And then for Minnesota, Reed comes in for Randall. And it's DiVincenzo in for Dosunmu. The Thunder have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Wallace, the pass to Dort. Wiggins outside. Here's Wallace. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Gobert passes to Reed. Now Edwards, pounded by Wiggins. Edwards, so good inside.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Pass to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Wallace outside. Here's Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Taking it inside. SGA.
There are few guards in this league that do as much damage in the paint as Gilgeous-Alexander. He may be the best we have.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. No good from outside.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
SGA passes to Wallace. Now here's Hartenstein. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Dort with a steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
SGA left no doubt on that one. Throws it down.
Outside Reed. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Reed. Outside Edwards. From behind the arc. Edwards on target.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Thunder with a lead. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
1:51 left in the first half. Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
A tight game here in Oklahoma City. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, they eke that one out. I mean, the execution was spotty, but they were lucky to come away with the win.
Well, it's a good sign for a team to win when they're not at their best. That shows great resolve.
Now here's McDaniels. No made baskets yet. Poke loose. Dort with a steal. Pass to Wallace. Back to Dort. Up top, Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And clearly they have been using the three-point line to their advantage. Looking for that shot early and often.
One shot.
And that one misses. Well, Legs, the last few years, big men have been owning the MVP discussion. Now, enter SGA.
Yeah, and BA, this is the scariest part. SGA has room to grow. The guy is still in his mid-20s and is arguably the best player in the game.
So it's Oklahoma City now, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. And here's SGA. Here's SGA on the drive. Yep, that one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to McDaniels. Edwards for three. Dort grabs the miss. Here's SGA. Here's the three. Oh, SGA from long range.
It's just so hard to check. He can turn you one way, then use the spin move to make you look sad.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been for Oklahoma City. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Mark Daigneault. Coach, how are you feeling about the offensive performance in that first half?
Pretty good. Obviously, we got to get them under control on the defensive end. I thought they played in a pretty good rhythm, but I thought our energy was good. I mean, we got to stack some stops first. We got to get them out of rhythm, but I thought our offense was pretty good. We moved the ball and played the way we want to play.
You have to set the tone next. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
You know, right now for the Thunder, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
And now back to the SGA show. I mean, the first half. It really has been all SGA.
It's been all about SGA. This guy's slicing and dicing out there. Great feel for where he can get his shots, and his teammates are looking for him.
Ride it till it breaks. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Nothing in this league more difficult to defend than a well-timed weak side cut.
On the court for the Timberwolves, McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt, and it's Gobert in at the 5. Here's Holmgren. Holmgren puts it through.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Randall outside from downtown gets the 3 ball to go. Randall's got 16 points now.
No hesitation from the big man, Randall. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back to you guys.
A star on the rise. Allie, thanks for the report. On the wing, Wallace. Hartenstein against DiVincenzo. From down low, it's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
Gobert using his size to his advantage.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Well, you have to force a scorer away from his favorite place on the floor. In this case, you have to push him out or deny him the ball.
The shot's good from SGA.
But I tell you what, SGA is a bona fide superstar, having another huge night.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Pass to Edwards. And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Holmgren against Randall. Clock at 6. Gobert. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 3rd assist of the night.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. The shot by Dort, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Randall outside for the tie. Here's Gobert, and the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Randall's in his pocket. Oh, Holmgren, the touch from Rain.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Randall on the screen. The 3. DiVincenzo can't hit.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
He is just too quick and too active. Shea is someone who lives at the free throw line.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Take break. Shot break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year.
SGA hits them both. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. Do you agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
On the wing, Wallace. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. Wallace misses.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Outside Edwards. And he gets it to go again. He's connected on 10 of 15 now.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Gobert finds DiVincenzo. Inside, Randall, rejected by Holmgren.
That is just great rim protection by Holmgren.
Wallace outside. Dort outside. Fires the three. Nails it from three. Dort's got his second bucket on the night.
No, he is a huge talent, and he's been hitting shots, but so have his teammates. It's been a collective effort.
Back to DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. The Thunder pull it in. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. And they'll be right in the middle of a 5-game homestand.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Outside Edwards. And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
Oklahoma City on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Inside, you have to try something to stop Randall. But he gets physical right back and draws a good shooting foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
Well, they've really been aggressive in the painted area. When that ball goes inside, they are attacking.
He misses the free throw.
Certain guys can remake their games to fit the times. Randall's worked on his right hand and his jump shooting. He's a much more versatile threat now at the offensive end.
He hits the second from the line. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Wallace outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. It's blocked by Gobert.
He's led the league before in blocks, and Gobert, one of the best.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Dort outside. play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Dort. Outside Edwards. Banked it in off the glass. Edwards got 26.
Outstanding work in close. Edwards is just so confident from this area.
Back to SGA. Hartenstein with a screen on DiVincenzo. And it's SGA missing.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. And it's off from three-point range. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Wallace with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Wallace. From deep, SGA. Edwards pulls it in.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Hits a three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 5 now.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Wallace outside. Shot clock at 6. Wiggins against McDaniels. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Edwards. 26 points for him. Pass to McDaniels. Stolen by Wiggins. Here's Holmgren. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now. Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. And on the 2K leaderboard, the teams that have stonewalled offenses over the last month. The 4th spot held by Oklahoma City.
And they have really been focused on picking up their defensive effort, playing passing lanes, pressuring ball handlers, and trying to contest every shot.
Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Williams comes in for Hartenstein, and Isaiah Joe subbed in for Wallace. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Julius Randle. DeSumo, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Williams is checked in for Holmgren. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. They've got the Lakers ahead of them in their next game in Los Angeles. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. Reed can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
SGA against Conley. Pass to SGA. 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins for 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Timberwolves trail by 11. Now here's Edwards. 26 points for him. No good. Had a chance to win the run there.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Takes a step back. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Pass to Berenger. Back to Conley. 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Lets the three fly. And Reed with a basket on the assist by Conley. Reed's got 5.
Sort of defining the term floor general. Conley has total command of this offense.
Joe, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Back to Williams. Williams up top. Pass to Wiggins. Outside. Williams. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Minnesota. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter, and he gets that one.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Outside, SGA. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Pounded by Wiggins. Fade away. Edwards gets the bucket. Edwards got 28.
And finding some room in that mid-range area, the great Anthony Edwards.
Conley against SGA. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 1, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Oklahoma City. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back after this word. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Aaron Wiggins out there with Holmgren. Then there's Jared McCain. Then it's Isaiah Joe. And it's Williams in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Holmgren outside. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Outside Reed. Pass to Randall. Holmgren with the block. And he's able to get it back. Thunder leading by 11. To the inside. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Holmgren. Holmgren's got 5 assists in the game. To the left wing. Randall against Holmgren. Here's Reed. And McCain pulls it down. And the Thunder shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. From 11 feet away, Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Reed, a screen on McCain. From deep, Conley. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Joe. Down low. Tipped. Highland with it. Joe covering. Outside Conley. From outside the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 11 rebounds in the game. Bam! 10 rocking the rim.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for McCain. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Mike Conley. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Allie, thank you. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Outside for SGA. Williams, a screen on Highland. Here's SGA, and it's Williams off the drive. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 8 assists in the game. It's Edwards on the wing, hounded by Wiggins. To stop the drought. And Edwards with the layup. Edwards has got 30.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
Pass to Holmgren. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Outside, SGA. Clock at 6. Soft touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15 points in just the second half. And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 17-point game. And they're on the break. To the middle. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wiggins. Now here's Holmgren. Reed defending. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. From deep, SGA. Pure from three-point range. SGA's got 37.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Highland with a screen on Williams. Randall against Williams. Back to Highland for 3. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got 5 assists tonight.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
SGA, good. SGA's got 39.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Highland looking for an opening. Fader on the way. Reed can't hit.
Well, this has been far from his best game, and if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Back to Holmgren. Over Highland, and Holmgren with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Dosunmu outside. SGA against Highland. Dosunmu, right side. Here's Edwards. Joe grabs the miss.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
That's number 4 on him. He's still got a little wiggle room, but if he picks up a 5th, that could be a problem.
And the Thunder making a change here. Carlson's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. McDaniels checked in. Randall, right side. And the bucket is good. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when he's in the zone, it's very hard to slow down Julius Randle on the offensive end. I mean, he's got serious power to his game.
Randall with a steal. Dosunmu for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Carlson. And here's SGA. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. For the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Carlson. Dort comes in for Wiggins, and it's Wallace in for Joe. Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo comes in for Dosunmu.
Shooting 1.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Now DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. DiVincenzo with a screen on Holmgren. Randall outside. Releases. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort a screen on DiVincenzo. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Wallace outside. Hartenstein with a screen on Edwards. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. For 3, DiVincenzo. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards has got 6 assists in the game.
Great awareness from Ant to locate his teammate for the score.
Holmgren outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He shoots over DiVincenzo. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Randall. Holmgren with the block.
Well, Chet using all of that length to make a play.
Here's SGA. Oh, that one bounces around and comes back out. Timberwolves trail by 17. Outside, DiVincenzo. Over to the left wing. Randall against Holmgren. From 6 feet away, Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Here's Hartenstein. That one falls. And the Thunder lead by 19.
Yeah, and I'm not sure contact is really the way to slow Hartenstein down inside. He actually invites it.
Randall inside. Holmgren's there. Another miss by Minnesota.
It's been a rough quarter for him, not efficient at all.
Wallace outside. Just 5 to shoot. And here's SGA outside. Buries it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 45 points.
SGA stepping out on the floor. That will create some driving lanes going forward.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Time now to present our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I'll I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Minnesota's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Right side, Edwards. Okay, Legs, I'm making you commissioner of the league for a day. You get one rule change. What is it?
I think we have to look at a time limit on some of these replays. I know we want to get them right, but for me, if you're taking that long, it can disrupt the rhythm of the game.
Totally agree. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes.
On the wing, SGA. The jumper from the wing off target. Timberwolves trail by 20. Pass to Randall. Now here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. A minute 31 left in the game. Randall against Holmgren. Here's SGA. Uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 47 points.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Thunder.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so they powered through to their 51st win of the year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Nails the baby hook. Edwards has got 34 points.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. Gobert finds McDaniels.
Jaden McDaniels.
So it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Shai, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's reveal our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.